Hey y'all, it's your girl J9 Eve, and today what we have here is Daryl Brooks is going to be cross-examining this gentleman whom was in charge of finding out exactly how fast our precious Daryl was traveling through the parade. So of course Daryl has questions, prove your credentials, he says. How you got a job and stuff. Explain yourself to me. All right, so we're just gonna hop on in here, because it gets hilarious. Okay, it getteth hilarious. Okay, it getteth hilarious. Okay.
Go ahead, cross.
Very, very briefly.
Not.
You stated earlier that in reference to traveling through frames that sometimes you may encounter problems with the estimation. Would that be fair to say?
No, I don't believe that was my testimony.
Nice try, Daryl.
You testified to at one point or another that sometimes exact timing of speed could be a little inaccurate.
No, I don't believe that properly characterizes.
Daryl, you batting zero, baby. Are you even listening to this man? Okay. Like you're wrong on everything that you think he said. Like you are not paying attention. You are supposed to be in here. I can't express it enough. You are supposed to be in here saving your own life. You're doing a terrible job at this. Try harder. Maybe listen. Maybe try using your ears a little bit. I know they're small and only one of them works. But at least try.
What were you referring to at that?
I was referring to that digital video recording systems, surveillance systems, they use something that's called variable frame rate. I can't say that every single one does, but almost all of them do. That from frame to frame, it could change by a millisecond, hundreds of milliseconds. To do this the most accurate scientific way possible, that's why we conducted it the way we did with the variable frame rate board.
Yes.
So there can be sometimes miscalculations.
Daryl, not in the way that he does it. In the other way, which is the reason why they brought him in to do it this way, was because the other way is sometimes, there's, issues. So he's here because the way that they do it, this place, these people, this technology does not have those issues. So no, the variables you're talking about don't apply to this man and what he did. Okay. It's the reason why they called in him so they wouldn't have the issue. He's said it twice already. Daryl still don't get it. He's going to say it 5 more times. I think Daryl leaves probably without knowing because I didn't get through it, but I'm assuming that that's where this is headed. Daryl heareth what Daryl wanna heareth.
Is that fair to say?
No.
I don't believe so in the way we performed it.
It's very wrong to say. You're
Well,
wrong.
I was referring to the process in general,
Yeah.
which you just stated that sometimes by milliseconds, hundreds of milliseconds, a millisecond, that sometimes there can be miscalculation.
Yeah, not the way he did it.
Not sure I'm completely understanding the question. Are you asking in this
Exactly.
specific example or just in general?
The process in general.
Don't
Somebody
fall for
conducting
it.
an analysis a completely different way, it's possible.
Exactly.
But this analysis from my training experience is the most scientifically possible way we can do it.
He is giving Daryl a run for his money, honey. He's like, no, I ain't giving you shit. Nope, not fair to say. Nope, not fair to say anything. You're not even fair to be alive. It's not fair that you're alive. Let me put it to you like that, okay? Nope, not even close. But you can keep trying. I mean, you're going to keep failing because Daryl. But hey, who am I to dash your dreams and hopes? You keep trying, baby. You keep right on trying, okay?
Before this occasion, had you used the same method that you used for this
Oh,
occasion?
Daryl.
Yes.
How many times?
I had not used it in a live case yet. This was our first chance to do this, but I done it a number of times in our training examples.
But the first time you've done it in a live case.
Yes.
They don't even know what that
Can
means.
you state for the jury
Oh,
what
for the jury?
is the difference between a live case and any other case?
There
When Daryl don't know something, he'd be like, "Hey, well, you said the word frolic. I mean, I know what it means. You know what I'm saying? But could you tell the jury what you mean by that?" Daryl don't know. Daryl don't know, but he don't want to admit that. So he gonna blame it on the jury. Could you tell us what that means? For the jury, I mean. Just for the jury. I'm just gonna write down. I'm just drawing a picture. I'm not writing what you're saying.
really is no difference. The training examples are hands-on, and the process we follow through all those examples to establish competency is exactly the same way we do it for any other investigation.
So if they're pretty much the same, why is it a need for the title live if they're pretty much the same?
Ah, okay. So live means in the case of something that's happening right now, like when we live stream, we're like on here in the present time, not pre-recorded. So when he says live, Daryl, this is what he means. He means first time using it on an active fucking case that's happening right now. Okay? Daryl don't understand what live is because he's so used to making things be dead. That's why he don't know. He's like, live? What's that? Everything I touch dies, so I don't know what this here live thing you're talking about. Okay? Explain it to me. Me no understand it.
It was just a term I used to say this was the first investigation we've used it in.
So were
You
the
gonna have to
other
explain
cases
more than
just
that,
pretty
honey.
standard cases then, not
Daryl
live
no
investigations?
understanding.
They were training examples that came from actual investigations that those agencies gave permission for their case files and their data to be shared as a training example and to recreate their examinations.
Exactly. Recreate.
So they weren't
They already
active
have it.
investigations to the best of your knowledge.
Correct. They were adjudicated.
There you
So
go.
this time that you used this technology was the first time to your knowledge that it was during a live investigation.
Yes.
Yes, which is what he said. Yes.
So would it be fair to say that
No.
that's like the first time it's being used?
Yeah.
In the city
Daryl, no. No, Daryl. I thought you had it. I swear I was under the impression that Daryl had it that time. He reiterated it. He just regurgitated it. I mean, it seemed like he processed it, but nope. Not quite. All right. All right, Daryl. Just pay attention. Maybe you'll catch it this time. Let's see. Let's see if we can hope. We can hope.
of Waukesha or in general? I'm not sure I'm understanding.
Is it fair to say that this specific investigation was the first time that you've used it?
That I personally used the software or that
Yes.
somebody has used it?
You.
This was the first time I personally used the software as our agency recently purchased it, and this was the first case we were able to use it on.
And so would it be fair to say that usually anyone's first time using new technology, there would be a learning curve? Would that be fair to say?
I would.
Now ask yourself this. When we getting all into this, he's trying to say, how fast Daryl was going through the parade. And Daryl is questioning for whatever the fuck reason they're questioning, the Daryl questions things, okay? Cause Daryl, right? So, but ask yourself this. Why the fuck does it matter? Like, if you were going 80 as opposed to if you were going 2 miles an hour through the parade, you still ran over the same amount of people. You still maimed the same amount of people. You still killed the same amount of people. So what difference does it make how fast you were going? And if the technology that he's using is off by a micro fucking second? Ask yourself this. Daryl just loves to argue with people because opposite day. I've told you this. I've explained this to you. Daryl lives in it's just a permanent state of opposite day. Every day, every moment is opposite day, opposite moment, opposite minute, opposite hour, right? so, so he's going to contest, period, point blank. He's going to say the opposite of whatever anyone says to him. Now imagine growing up in a house with this person. Imagine being having to deal with him in a classroom setting, being his teacher, being his parents, being well parent. Okay. You know, Lord heaven forbid being in a relationship with somebody like this. Oh my gosh, like oh my god, Daryl, you are literally unbearable. It don't even matter, Daryl. It don't matter. Ugh.
I would say no.
So you would say you came right into using this new technology the first time you've ever personally used it and knew exactly how to work it.
I would say over my career, especially with conducting digital forensic examinations, I had over 1,500 hours of training in various aspects. I'm a certified trainer. I hold a certified forensic computer examiner.
Daryl's like, so you have a job? Oh wow. How you like your job? Is your job jobbing? Because Daryl can't relate. This is why I'm saying this, because Daryl can't relate. Daryl can't relate to a job. He's like, what you had there? Where you be doing that at? What you call it, a job? Can you spell that for me? Oh, J. Oh, it's a J? Oh. Oh. Is it two B's or one? Oh, Daryl. You have a job in prison. You always give you a job in there. Maybe you be a now you such an asshole. They ain't gonna let you work in the kitchen. Apparently the good nice people get to work in the kitchen.
Certifications through the International
Nobody trusting
Association
you
of
around
Computer
no food.
Investigative Specialists, along with other certifications as well. I obtained multiple certifications from Input-Ace, the company that put on the training for this process, for this device, for video analysis.
Yes.
And we tend to follow principles throughout all the different disciplines. And the training's quite intensive, quite difficult. So over that time, you develop the skills necessary to be able to start using software, using your techniques to do these investigations right away.
So you're stating some pretty nice credentials there, but you
Yeah, Daryl don't like that. Daryl don't like that. He like, don't be in here bragging about your stuff that you know just because I don't know shit.
you also just said that there's some difficulty in the training. Would any of that difficulty lean towards the learning curve of working the software?
In my opinion, for myself, no.
Oh God, he's giving Daryl no leeway. Like, nope, I'm perfect. Fuck you, Daryl, I'm perfect. Oops, nope, wrong, I'm perfect. Oh, nope, no mistakes over here. I'm right and you're wrong. I give you nothing. I give you nothing, sir. Have you ever had nada? I'm like, nada? Yeah, nada damn is what you're gonna get from me.
So you pretty much can come into new technology and just know exactly how to work it. You're just ready to go.
Yeah, while Daryl can't spell technology. Got it.
Objection, argumentative, and
Grounds.
Grounds.
Overruled. He may answer.
Coffee grounds.
This particular, if we're talking strictly about video analysis, I attended a 40-hour class using the software Input-Ace along with forensic video analysis at the National Computer Forensic Institute, run by the Secret Service in Alabama. And then I also obtained several certifications through Input-Ace themselves. So having approximately 80 hours in training through the video software, this was not much of a learning curve, as I had previously been using Input-Ace software for approximately 2 years.
Ain't that something? Daryl don't like that. He's like, what you ain't gonna do, okay? What you ain't gonna do is sit in here and keep talking about all your accomplishments. Let nobody care about your accomplishments, okay? I've never accomplished anything in my whole life. Except for maybe getting these here 1,000 years I got. I did a good job. And I didn't want anybody else taking credit for it. So I represented myself to make sure that I got to have all the credit for it. And you did, Daryl. You did a great job in getting them 1,000 years. And you got extra credit. I think that's how you got all the way to 1,000. You really put your foot in it. Okay. You show that if you apply yourself to anything, you too can succeed, even at getting 1,000 years. Yeah, practice do make perfect, don't it, Daryl? It do.
So this new technology was a variation of. Well, let me back up a bit.
Oh God, don't back up. Go forward.
What you're saying is this new technology was a variation of technology that you had already previously been using.
Objection characterizes the evidence.
Grounds.
This is not new technology.
Grounds.
Sustained as to the form of the question.
Yeah, he said it's not new technology. They just got it. It's like there's a game that's been out for 20 years and I just now purchased it. It's not a new game. It's new to me. I just got it. Okay. I'm late to the game. Late to the ball game, okay?
You may re-ask.
Darrell's confused. He's like, wait, it's not new? I thought he said it was new.
Before using this technology in this live investigation, as you coined it, have you previously heard of this technology before using it in this live investigation?
Yes.
Any idea how long it may have been being used before you used it?
To my best knowledge, it's been around for several years. We first started investigating it in approximately January.
January of 2022?
Yes.
Darrell confused.
You
He's like, am
are
I
aware
asking the
that
question wrong?
this live investigation would have been a live investigation in November of 2021. Would that be fair to say?
Yes.
So it will also
Darrell's like, he's answering like I'm like I feel like I'm getting a zinger here, but he's responding like I'm not. Like, am I missing something? Darrell's confused as balls, and he don't know how to find his way back to the actual normal questioning.
be fair to say that if your department didn't start using this technology until January of 2022, how were you able to use it in November of 2021?
This was not conducted in November of 2021. Once we learned about methods when we were trying to locate a more scientific way to do a speed analysis, I discovered this method, the training that the company put on. We had to obtain budgetary funds. It was approximately $4,000. Then we had to schedule the training. The training was supposed to be earlier in the spring.
You costing the government.
A couple of the instructors came down with COVID, so the classes got pushed back to summer. They had provided me with all the online training videos so that I could go through, watch those, start prepping myself as much as I could. And then this summer, we actually had the class with the hands-on examples, and that's when they provided the certification. And after that is when we actually went out and were able to do the speed analysis based on the videos that we had from November 21st.
Darrell's like, you was out there actually doing stuff, huh? What it looked like outside, I ain't been out in a while. I've been in here and in that back room. Ugh. They trying to scooch me up underneath of this here prison. They ain't slick. I know what they trying to do. But I'm going to save my own life with this pointless line of questioning. I have a plan. I know you can't tell, but I have a plan. I'm going to bore everybody to death. Or at least to sleep. And while they're asleep, I'm going to get these things off my ankles. And I'm about to go. Okay? I got to go. That's my plan. Anybody bored enough yet to pass out so I can get up out of here? No? Okay. Well, let me keep on with my pointless questioning then.
So the bulk of your learning to work this technology was done via video.
Video and live instruction.
And that live instruction was in the summer, as you stated, correct?
Some of it was, they don't do it all in one segment, so it was completed with an instructor between, I believe, May and the beginning of August.
Yeah, see, they're talking about two different things. Darrell's talking about the investigation part where they actually used it for the thing. He's talking about the course, the class, like the class. Let's see if they figure that out.
So when did you, around what time did you do this analysis?
Yeah, see.
I believe I performed the actual analysis somewhere around the middle of August. I can't remember the exact date.
So pretty recent.
Yes.
Any idea why so long, considering that this matter has been going on for roughly a year.
Objection, asked and answered.
Exactly. He just literally just said all of the things of why it took so long to get it started. It was the budget, then it was the instructor who's supposed to teach it. The two of them got sick, so it got pushed back. And then there's the length of the class thing, or whatever, how long it took for them to get it. And then they did it. Once he got his certification, he had to get the certification for him to be able to actually do the thing in this case. Like, and then Darrell just starts right back over. I think he was like, I like this guy. I want to hang out with him for the next 1,000 years in this courtroom. So I'm just going to keep asking him the same line of questions over and over and over again.
Grounds.
For the last 3 to
Grounds.
5 minutes.
Grounds.
Overruled. You may answer.
We just wanted to make sure that we had all the proper equipment, the proper training, all the proper documentation, certifications for myself and the device before we went out and did the actual analysis.
Okay.
So your department thought it would be best to hold off on the analysis until you got everything in order.
Well, yeah, because then you'd be in here like, are you certified for that?
Yes, until we had the certifications to make sure they were valid.
Now tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. Would Darrell not have been up in this piece talking about something? Are you certified to do this? This you guys just got this thing and then you're doing it. Are you certified too? Y'all got to let me go. He ain't certified. He can't say for sure how fast I was going when I murdered all those people. He can't tell you exactly how fast I was driving when I was mowing down the parade. So you got to let me go. Get these things up off my ankles. Darrell and his dry ass ankles. I know they dry. I ain't seen them, but I know they dry. I know they dry. Dry, 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 dry. Dry, dry, dry. Come on, Darrell. Anybody got all day? You can decide what to ask. You're supposed to know.
Would it be fair to say that that's a pretty
No.
lengthy amount of time to wait to do an analysis in a case that's a pretty big case?
Oh, is it a pretty big case? Oh my God, says the guy who done it. Look. I mean, it seemed like y'all should have been moving a little faster. I mean, this is a very important case. Says the guy who ran over the people and is the reason why everyone is in the courtroom right now. With making this face. Making the hot dog package face. Okay? With the wrinkly forehead. The ripples, Like, I mean, this is a pretty important case. And it seemed like you guys should have been trying to, pronto chop. Darrell very much felt like a celebrity during this. If you don't know that, you know it now. I'm telling you, he did. He definitely did.
No, I would not say that.
Have you ever had that sort of delay before in any other live investigations?
I can't recall specifically if there's been something that delayed our analysis of another piece of evidence, another investigation, but there is a delay to sometimes purchasing equipment for a new piece of technology or a new type of training. When we start talking about digital forensics, we're talking about tens of thousands of dollars for equipment and often anywhere between $3,000 to $6,000 for a week long of training for something particular.
So there's a
Look at all the tax dollars you cost. They're all on top of everything else. You force these people to buy equipment because your ass ain't gonna tell the motherfucking truth. You can't be relied upon. So they gotta spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to prove that which you will not confess. The truth don't live inside you. This shirt is so loose on him. Like, look at it. Look at this right here. Hold on. There we go. Look at this. See this little line that this is creating, and right here, it's just bunched up. Like if I do it like this, and you can tell because the tie is tied around, and the tie is coming up here, causing the shirt part to like flip over. It's like when you have super extra largy pants, but you're small, and then you like wrap a belt around the pants. Not put them through the loops, but just wrap them around the pants, tie a string, or like a string. You just tie a string around the pants, tie it, so then it's all floppy over the top. Like that's what his shirt is doing. Whose clothes did you borrow, man? Like whose clothes does he have on? Dwayne the Rock Johnson? Like this is not fitting, honey. This ain't fitting you. Not even close. Oh, it had to have been somebody else with some clothes you could have borrowed.
A delay because of the financial part of the
Oh my God.
investigations? Or,
Jesus. Another thing Daryl don't know nothing about.
I'm not sure I'm
finances.
getting.
Sometimes there can be.
Any idea how that might apply to this live investigation?
I'm not sure I understand the question.
How the financial part of the equipment,
Oh my
and
God.
as you said, sometimes things can get.
Now he's gonna be like, this equipment only you just use this as an opportunity to get bought, because it had financial incentive. So then the government used this as an excuse to get some money for funding. So you guys had financial incentive for me to run over the people. Oh God, please don't let this be where he's going with this. I hope that's not. I hope that's not where he's going, but we'll see. We're gonna see.
Expensive. Would that apply to this live investigation of why the delay was so long?
Objection.
Grounds.
Relevance.
Grounds.
Overruled. You may answer.
Yeah, answer so we can get to the
Yes, I
bottom.
believe in January, again, is when we first started looking at this. We had to obtain the funding, schedule the training, wait for the company to host the training and all those things before we were ready to proceed with it.
Do you recall who you were referred to do the analysis?
As far as
Basically who tapped you to do it? I'm quite sure you're not the only person that does what you does out of your department. Would that be fair?
You ain't the only person that does what you does. So apparently, when I make fun of the way that Daryl talks, I just be. This is just a joke. But apparently, Daryl does talk like that. When you does what you does, and you did what you did do, this is apparently actually how Daryl talk. When you does what you does.
You say?
no, that would not be fair. I am currently right now the only one certified in forensic video analysis.
So who tapped you to be the video analysis for this particular case?
I was the only one at our agency that would be able to perform that at this time.
Who contacted your agency?
Detective Casey.
And who does Detective Casey work for, from your knowledge?
City Waukesha Police Department.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. This is how he closes out.
To the best of your knowledge, was Detective Casey made aware that it would be a long delay before the analysis can get completed?
Yes, we had discussions about it.
So now what, Daryl? Now what?
Was Detective Casey informed that it would be such a lengthy delay?
Oh my God, he just
Grounds.
said yes.
Overruled. You may answer.
Not initially. Again, this was supposed to be done a lot earlier in the year. However, due to the limited number of classes they have scheduled, where they're scheduled, and the fact that COVID unfortunately canceled a couple of the classes, that did increase the delay, which I did have conversations with Detective Casey about, advising him that it would be a little bit longer.
So there was no technology specific to speed analysis before this new technology?
Not that I'm trained in, no.
So
Daryl's like, oh, haha, you don't know everything.
would there have been someone else tapped to do the analysis if it wasn't for this new method?
I was concerned with video analysis, and I'm the only one at our agency that can conduct video analysis at this time. As far as other methods outside of digital forensics or forensic video analysis, I wouldn't have any expertise or knowledge to speak on those.
I'm a little confused because do you do video and speed analysis or one of the other? Because you just stated, and I think it would be fair to ask, did you just not state that this was pertaining to speed analysis.
Yes, I do video analysis for all types of cases, whatever is requested. I am trained to measure speed from strictly video analysis. I am not trained to estimate speed through other means of investigation.
So how were you able to come up with an analysis of the speed in this investigation?
Because it was in 4K, Darrell. Darrell, don't you remember they keep showing you videos of what you done? This is just... And that there is Darrell making a fool of himself. So proud of him. So proud. Oh, you tried it, Darrell, with the little hands. Look at this little hand. Why does something look like something wrong with his pinky? Darrell, did you know that you have a twin out there? A twin spirit, a twin soul. He got a situation going on the back of his head. And he could use some advice, okay? Because he might be wanting to represent himself. He might need to, because seems like nobody want to represent him. Lawyers is just quitting as lawyers. They're like, no, I refuse. So he might need to represent himself, and you are the person to assist him. You need to contact this boy and walk him through the process of dragging a trial out. This is what you need. He don't seem, well, I don't know. I think he might be able to do it. He might be able to beat your record. You know what I'm saying? I think he could beat your record. If you work with him, he might be able to get 10,000 years. All right. Y'all know what to do. Okay. This video will be split. So there will be a part 2. Y'all behave. Because I'm not going to do it. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I don't even talk about that anymore because that's just not a thing that's ever going to happen, okay? Mama love you, okay? Yes, she do. She do. Okay, here you go. Put that in your pocket. You got it? All right. Peace.